So coming up on the show this evening, we're talking about this year's High Street Heroes Awards. They're back for 2024, and I'm pleased to say that Glyn Roberts from a Retail NI joins us in the studio to tell us all about it. Glyn, how are you?
I'm good, Robin. It's great to be here.
Good to see you. So tell us about the background to these awards. And this all started off on the back of COVID, didn't it?
Yes, because during COVID, many independent retailers, whether convenience or butchers or chemists, played an invaluable role, particularly for many older people who couldn't travel, people who had mobility issues. They were there at the right time in the right place, supporting people through very difficult times. So it got us thinking that we need to do our own awards, and we need to do something that was different, that recognised the huge contribution they made during COVID and still do. As people forget that 70p in every pound you spend with an independent retailer is recycled around the rest of the economy. So you're supporting local farmers, local producers, local manufacturers. And I suppose our awards are very different in there's no judges. It's a pure online public vote across 13 different categories, including best high street, best independent, overall independent retailer. But it gives the consumer, the shopper, an opportunity to recognise and reward an independent retailer that they like, they support, and recognising the huge contribution they make to the local community and indeed the local economy.
And how are things on the high street at the moment? Because it's still fairly challenging times for the businesses out there, isn't it?
Well, it's very difficult because whilst the cost of living crisis is easing, we still have the cost of doing business crisis. Our members pay the most expensive business rates anywhere in the UK. There's huge cost pressures on our members, so it is important, and we're using this campaign, these awards, to remind politicians just how important it is they address this cost of doing business crisis, they invest in our high streets, because it is important that we continue to provide experiences to consumers and shoppers, offering something different on our high streets, and independent retailers have a crucial role to play in that.
So tell us about some of the categories then that people can enter in these awards.
Well, the three biggies are the best retail employee, the best high street, and the best overall independent retailer. But we're also recognising the best convenience, best forecourt, best butcher, best healthcare. So we have a whole range of categories. We actually added in a best generalist because we had booksellers and other that said, look, there's no category for us. So every type of independent retailer, they can win. And the crucial thing about this, there are no judges. It is up to you to get the vote out. It's up to you to talk to your customers and to make sure they vote for you. So, and the good thing about this is that many of the winners are businesses that would never get into the big awards. They tend to be rural, independent retailers who are absolutely delighted that they win, because it's more than just a panel of judges putting them there. It's actually their own customers, and that makes so much of a difference to them. It's their customers that voted for them and made sure they get the award and get the recognition.
Now, last year, the overall best winner for the best high street went to Ballymoney, didn't it?
Ballymoney Chamber does a fantastic job. It's a really good example of a chamber and the traders leading the way of the regeneration of that town. So Ballymoney has a big social media footprint, and let's see next year. But we have previous winners include Ballycastle, Newtonards, Coleraine, Ormer Road. So it's anybody's guess where the votes will go, but it's good to see that when we checked in, the votes are up from last year. We had over 12,000 people voting last year, so we're hoping to best that again. So, but we don't try and make it too serious. We do try and lighten it up. This is about remembering or recognise the huge contribution our members make, but also remembering that our politicians have a key role in supporting our high street. So we have a lot of engagement. We're working with MLAs and ministers and councils as well, because it's more than just awards, it's a campaign.
So, and I know the awards then, it all culminates in a big awards ceremony night as well, doesn't it?
21st of August in the City Hall, we'll know who has won. It hopefully will be a good night. And the good thing is, there's no black ties.
Right.
It's business casual, that wonderful term. And yeah, it's good because it's my favourite time of the year, because we're also getting out, we're visiting over 20 towns. It's really good because the feedback we get from members, the vibe, all of that there is so important. And our awards, are not just another awards. They're about that recognition and reward for businesses that do so much for our local economy and our local community.
Brilliant, and there's still time to get those nominations in, isn't there?
31st of July. So we were a bit disrupted with the general election at the start of the month, but listen, there's plenty of time. It is really, really easy to vote. You can vote via our website, and there's still time. You can vote for as many businesses as you want throughout the different categories. It will take you a few minutes, and please do vote.
Brilliant. Well, Glyn, good to see you as always, and the best of luck with this year's awards. Thank you.